A tried and true pixie that has lasted the test of time. These flirty little layers on the top. There's just so much to love about this little pixie. It always has that really, what I like to say, high value look. And again, it just wears like iron. NORIKO IVY is one of those tried and true pixie cuts. It's one of my favorite all-time pixies. I love the sculpted, tailored look of this little pixie with all of its shaggy layering. I love the fact that I can get some sustained, gentle volume that gives me that everyday high-value look. I am showing it today in two colors. What I'm wearing here is Sugarcane R. Now, Sugarcane R is explained by NORIKO as being a combination of some strawberry blonde and also some platinum. And I find that this is quite neutral, but I do see variance from piece to piece on this color. It really complements my neutral skin tone very well, and I always reach for Sugarcane R when I don't want something light and bright like the Champagne R. Just something has a little depth to it, a little more dimension. This is a rooted color, so it's a soft blended root. So you're going to see the notes of the warmth. You're going to see the cool, tempered tones of the platinum. And I just think it works out so very well. I love, love, love this color. So let's talk about Ivy, and then I'm going to show you the Mochaccino R as well. So this is a traditional cap by NORIKO. It is a workhorse cap. You know that these are very sturdy caps. They're very comfortable. I find that it fits my petite average circumference just splendidly. NORIKO is one of those brands, especially their legacy styles, that I know will fit me every time with a 21¼ inch circumference. However, I have heard that over time, NORIKO's caps can adjust to your circumference. But my caution would be that they do initially, at least right out of the box, fit more to the petite average side. So we're looking at the perfect 3.75 inch bang. Always, always out of the way, and it always has that really, what I like to say, high value look, because every time I step out in this, it is perfect every single time. Now in the back, you're going to see about 4.75 inches on the crown. That gives you a little bit of bump in profile. And then you've got some little shaggy layers tapering down into a 2-inch nape. The nape is really ample to cover up all of my natural hairline in the back. Also gives me that sculpted look that I love around the ear and the back. And true to NORIKO, this has a lot of permatease. I love permatease on NORIKO wigs. They sustain that volume that I love. Now you'll also notice that on the Sugarcane R that you're seeing a darker nape color. I don't think that that is the case with all Sugarcane R's color applications across the styles, but on this particular piece, it's so lovely. And I have found that the Mochaccino R is very similar in how they distribute the highlights. So let's take a look at that one. And so here is that stunning Mochaccino R. It's a light brown, and then it says it's mixed with some strawberry blonde highlighting. It's a very soft blending. You almost forget there's a root there because it's just very, very subtle and soft. And those highlights to me look a little more golden than they do strawberry. But I also sense that there might be some slivers of some cooler highlights in there as well. So again, I really feel like this Mochaccino R is neutral, leaning warm. The same as the Sugarcane R is more neutral, leaning warm, and you can see some variation. Now they do carry that darker brown root through the nape, so you'll see a lot of variability with a darker nape. I think that really highlights and emphasizes this cut and leaves it with a really beautiful gradient color overall. But of course with wigs, it's always salon fresh. It's not going anywhere, it's not changing. And I have to say, these NORIKO wigs, they just last forever. I have some NORIKO wigs in my wig collection that I have literally had since day one, 7 years ago. Now, I don't wear it every day, granted, but for it to look and just be so reliable, I love NORIKO for that reason, for sure. So this one is really easy just to fluff up a little bit of volume and contour right there at the front. The profile is exquisite. The hair fiber is not heat friendly. It's a nice hardy hair fiber. It's more on the drier side, meaning it's feathery and separated. It doesn't tend to gum and stick together. And again, it just wears like iron. These flirty little layers on the top. There's just so much to love about this little pixie. So what we'll do is I'll take you outside for a look at both of these colors in natural light, and then I'll do a full spin side by side indoors, and then I'll do a little bit of styling. So what about glasses wearers? Glasses wearers rejoice with this little pixie that fits nicely and neatly between the ear and the ear tab on this style. I love pixies with little glasses. I think you can really dress up your face with some nice readers. So I'll just go ahead and we'll move this around. This will give you a real good idea of things. Now, if you want to tame the volume on this, I suggest find your parting space. Create that parting space by making a valley there and then resting the heat of your hand in that valley, okay? And then work out from there. So getting up underneath the hair and tamping down the permatease layer is gonna help you sculpt and reduce profile and volume on this little wig style.